A lot of gaming outlets gave this game a really high rating. IGN in particular gave this game a perfect 10. When I first saw that, I was rightfully excited to play it because Red Dead Redemption 2, one of my favorite games of all time, also scored a 10 out of 10. So I thought, is Mixtape really on that same level? But if you look online for 5 seconds, you would find an army of people just hating on the game. I used to love playing games. I lost that spark at some point growing up without realizing it. I started this channel to find that spark again without feeling like I was wasting my time and could be doing something productive instead. Because if I felt that way, I just would not be able to enjoy playing these games. So I decided to play this polarizing masterpiece to see what all the fuss was about. Now imagine my absolute disgust after spending the last 3 hours of my life playing a game that is actually not even a game. I mean, it was marketed as a game, but please, stop lying now. This is Mixtape. Now, the setup is actually great. Mixtape follows 3 close friends spending their last night together before one of the friends, Stacey Rockford, moves away to New York. The ultimate goal of the evening, hit up a party and get absolutely wasted together one last time. Even though the entire story takes place over a single evening, the game does an incredible job of making it feel like it spans several months or even years. You are constantly jumping into flashbacks, reminiscing about the past 3 years of their friendship, and piecing together their history across all these different crazy environments.
It's time for a photo.
Cass, you got shit in your teeth, but apart from that, it was great.
You got shit over your whole face. This year, I want to ride a flaming stallion of delinquency.
A huge part of this 3-year flashback revolves around Cassandra. And let me tell you, Cassandra is mad. This girl actively wants to get into trouble. She straight up decides she would like to disappoint her parents for absolutely no reason. This all boils over when she brings Jenny Goodspeed, someone Rockford absolutely hates, to their cabin hideout, a place that is meant for just the 3 of them. This triggers a massive screaming match before the party even happens. Cassandra acts like a complete jerk, storms off, and decides to go drinking by herself in the Heaven 11 parking lot. Now, Cassandra's dad is a police officer, and he is very uptight. Growing up in Nigeria with strict parents meant she quickly had to learn that sometimes you just have to act first and apologize later, or else you would never actually get to do anything with your life. Cassandra's takeaway from having strict parents who also just want the best for her is just
Dope. Crime is dope.
Get out of my house.
Which brings me to the next act.
You ain't got the steez, Slater! You're all lips! Shut it!
So Cassandra is at Heaven 11, we're at Slater's house, and we overhear that her dad is heading to the parking lot to bust some adolescents in said parking lot. He is in a cop car and we are on foot. During this entire high stakes race, I just set my controller down on my desk. Rockford ran and avoided obstacles completely by herself. The game didn't need me at all. Sure, she was a bit slower than if I was actually sliding and jumping, but we still beat her dad to the parking lot. I even went back and replayed this exact sequence again after finishing the game. I actually used the controller to see if getting there faster or making inputs would change the cutscene or the outcome. It did not. The exact same cutscene plays and nothing changes. Compare this game to other interactive type games like Dispatch or the Telltale series, which actually gives the player choices that affect what is happening. In those games, you play the game, but here, there is nothing like that. Mixtape does not care about you. It does not care about your choices, it doesn't care whether you put your controller down or actually try to play, because there is barely anything to be played. Sometimes you are needed to move the joystick, but that's basically it. If you put the battery in backwards, the game auto-rotates it. If you grab a shopping cart and fly down the road to escape the cops, you don't even have to steer. The game does everything for you. And when they finally do give you a real mechanic, it's a sequence where you have to smack tongues together.
That's enough.
And if you keep trying to control her, you're never gonna see it. You're never gonna know her. And sir, knowing Cassandra's one of the best things I do.
We get to Heaven 11, and in a surprisingly cool move, we step up, take the blame for the drinking, hide Cassandra, and actually tell her dad off. We also learn her dad just busted the location of the big party we were looking forward to going to. We run into Camille Cole, along with the rest of the stranded partygoers, and decide to take them to our old cabin, since they have nowhere to have their party anymore. And this is where something clicked. If you treat this like a video game, you are going to hate it. But the framing, the cinematography, is absolutely brilliant. On the way to the cabin, the car literally starts flying, and you are orchestrating fireworks to the beat of the music. Content creators usually have to switch camera angles to keep the viewer's attention, but this game uses forced perspective changes to keep you hooked perfectly. You realize you just need to stop caring about the controller in your hand, sit back, and just watch the experience unfold. Rockford, Slater, and Cassandra end up on the cabin roof, orchestrating more fireworks. And then the game just shoots a firework down onto the cabin area, setting the whole place on fire. The police show up, everyone scatters, and we are running across the road. But Cassandra just stops. She stands in the middle of the street, facing her dad's cop car to demand her freedom. Now the dialogue here is absolute shit. Just listen to this.
I want you to understand, this ain't a catastrophe, it's a warning. Daddy, if you trap me here, this will only be the beginnings of my wicked ways. 'Cause I'm angry and I'm wired and I'm fixing for a whole lot of trouble. If you make me stay here, I'm gonna burn the whole fucking place down!
After this confrontation, we get my actual favorite sequence in the entire game. You just fly back home. You soar over the entire town. And for this part, I actually picked my controller back up. I actually played it. Now, did my inputs matter? Absolutely fucking not. Whether I dodged or soared, whether I went up or down, left or right, the game was going to drag me to the finish line either way. But in that moment, I honestly didn't care. I was flying.
Call me as soon as you get there.
I'm sorry I ruined the road trip. I'm sorry,
By the end of the night in front of Cassandra's house, all that tension disappears. They share this massive forgiving hug, and as the evening completely wraps up, Slater walks Rockford home. He looks at her and says, "I'll see you tomorrow," fully knowing he won't.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Now look, regardless of all the complaining I did about the mechanics, Mixtape was a great game and an even greater experience. The biggest anchor of this 3-hour experience is the music. There are 28 licensed tracks in this game that take sequences where you are doing literally nothing and make them feel massive. The music ties everything together perfectly. Now I cannot play a single second of those songs in this video because I will get copyright claimed into oblivion, but you just have to trust me. It's an experience you need to play for yourself. Mixtape is an interactive album, Mixtape is everything, and yes, Mixtape is indeed a 10 out of 10 game.